Hi, it's Laura here from laurathomasauthor.com. I'm an author and a book lover, and today I'm bringing you a book review on The Letter Keeper by Charles Martin. Now, this is set in the Colorado mountains, and it's a gripping, heart-wrenching tale of rescue and redemption, told with a depth and a tenderness that might just take your breath away. Published in June 2021 by Thomas Nelson, this is the latest Christian fiction book by prolific author Charles Martin. It's the second book in the series and follows the captivating story of rescuer Murphy Shepherd from the first book, The Waterkeeper, which I also highly recommend. The cover is lovely. It's kind of earthy, and it has a guy and his dog, and there's mountains and water, kind of elements of danger hinted upon of what's to come later on in the story. And there's also at the top a very faded script in reference to the letter. Stripped bare, the human soul has one real desire: to know and to be known. The storyline, without giving too much away, Murphy Shepherd is basically a hero. He physically rescues survivors of human trafficking with no regard for his own safety. He offers hope and healing in the form of a private sanctuary nestled in the mountains of Colorado. He's also a priest and a highly successful author with a nom de plume, so his real identity is kept very private. His life's mission is to help others find freedom. He is shepherd by name, and he has a true shepherd's heart. In fact, the resounding commitment, because the needs of the one outweigh those of the many, throughout this and the previous book, it's reminiscent of Jesus' teaching in the parable of the lost sheep, where he leaves the 99 to look for the one that is lost. It's a beautiful picture of God's love and his Father heart toward us. But in this novel, we see familiar, strong characters from book one with his fellow priest named Bones, who's also his mentor, also his sweet friend Clay, and his new wife, Summer. When some of his loved ones actually go missing and are kidnapped, this all becomes very up close and personal for Murphy. And he has to track them down with very little information to go on. There's a ton of action and some very precious, fragile moments of truth which move the story along really, really well. And the overarching message throughout the book is that everyone is worth rescuing. And now the prose. There are not many novels that both my husband and I enjoy equally. But when we listened to The Waterkeeper, which is the first book in the series, on audio on a road trip, we were both absolutely captivated. And Charles Martin has broken the mold for us. And so my husband's reading this one right now, and I can't wait to be able to dissect it with him. So it's a great book, I think, for men and women, actually. Also, there's a genius balance between high-octane action and then those sweet, tender moments, which maybe is why we both like it so much. The faith thread that runs through the book is poignant without being preachy. And the good news is there's another one in the series, and it's coming out in 2022, next year, so it's not too long to wait. And lastly, Murphy's dog named Gunner is just a star in this story. And so if you're a dog lover or you just like to see a bit of a canine happening in the story, you're going to really enjoy Gunner's character in this. And it may just make you wish that your pup was a little better trained. And now the cons. If you haven't read the first book, The Waterkeeper, I don't think you're going to get the full impact of this story. I think you're going to miss out on the backstory with Murphy and Summer. So again, I can't recommend highly enough that you grab a copy of The Waterkeeper and read that first if you can. Also, human trafficking is such a sad and horrific subject matter. And so if this is triggering for you, just be warned. And lastly, Murphy Shepherd goes through a lot in some of these scenes. As I said, it's quite high action, and some reviewers have said it's maybe a little unrealistic that he survives after everything he goes through, but what can I say? He's a hero, and it's a very exciting adventure. So, in summary, second chances, a wedding, kidnappings, secrets revealed, and utter selflessness culminate in the deeply satisfying story of the letter keeper. If you enjoy being taken on a roller coaster of emotions with nail-biting action and heartwarming tenderness, all with a strong message of hope and assurance that everyone is worth rescuing, you may just love this book as much as I do. If you would like to pick up a copy of The Letter Keeper, I have the Amazon link in the notes just below. And if you could like this video and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of my other reviews, that would be wonderful. And lastly, if you need to find anything else out about me and my books, I'm at laurathomasauthor.com. Thanks so much for listening and happy reading.